It looks like we're live, so let's get started. Good morning, good evening, depending on where you are in the world or when you find this video. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining me. If you're new here, thank you for checking me out, and I hope you will consider subscribing and sticking it out with us. We'd love to have you join our community. Yeah, hit that subscribe button for sure. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back. For like not leaving and saying that lady's a nut. Perhaps she is. There's Kailash, my moderator. I love you, Kailash. Yeah, I will tell you, I'm not feeling very well today. So, if I'm moving a little slow, it's not your imagination. I don't even know what Spirit wants to do. Like, I've been having trouble even focusing on readings because of how bad I felt this morning. Also, if you are familiar with my channel, you know I have pets and I love my animals dearly. And my baby parrot, Cosmo, last night he let me trim his beak again, and I trimmed it. I just trimmed the very tip of his beak, and I hit a blood vessel, and it started bleeding, and it was just a really rough night. I had to get it to stop, which it didn't take long to get it to stop bleeding, but just the trauma of doing something like that, and oh, it was horrible. But he was a brave boy, and after it was all over, he got beside me in bed and he slept right beside my thigh. He was letting me know, Mama, I know you did not mean to hurt me, and I'm going to be okay. So he's in there on his cage right now, and he's got a little bruise on the end of his beak, but he's okay. He's going to be okay. And from now on, his beak was real long because it had not been trimmed properly like it needed to be. And so I had to cut it back slowly. And that last night was like that I finally got it where it's supposed to be so he can eat properly. And it was too short, I guess, for how long it had gotten. But anyway, y'all don't care about my parrot, do you? I love him though. He's my baby. So, just to let you know, I do answer questions for free. If you have a question you want to throw out there before I get started, we can take a couple questions first if you'd like to. I'm happy to answer your questions, and I don't charge anything. I take donations. If you have it, you can give it. If not, it's no skin off my back. I have a full-time job that I work in addition to my YouTube channel. I am a mental health professional. All right, so if nobody's going to be brave and throw a question out, then I'm going to go ahead and get started. When I asked for a song for this reading, I got the song Ghost Town by Benson Boone. You may be familiar with him. I think that's the name. And then I also got Good Morning Beautiful. And a year ago, around this same time, I began getting this song about a year and a half ago. And I haven't gotten it since last year at around this same time. So something may be significant with that. It's called Good Morning Beautiful by Steve Holy. But the first song I got was Ghost Town by Benson Boone. Let me get those lyrics. Ghost Town, Benson Boone. You may have recently had a divorce, or you're thinking about having a divorce. You fill me up till you're empty. I took too much and you let me. We've been down all these roads before, and what we found don't live there anymore. It's dark, it's cold. If my hand is not the one you're meant to hold, maybe you would be happier with someone else. Maybe loving me's the reason you can't love yourself. Before I turn your heart into a ghost town, show me everything we built so I can tear it all down. Down, 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 down. You know I'll stay, don't you tempt me. But all this weight is getting heavy. Been holding up what wasn't meant to stand. I turned this love into a wasteland. It's dark, it's cold. If my hand is not the one you're meant to hold, maybe you would be happier with someone else. Maybe loving me's the reason you can't love yourself. Before I turn your heart into a ghost town, show me everything we built so I can tear it all down. The streets are empty where love once was, but it's faded away. These broken memories, I'm left here alone and afraid to say. Maybe you would be happier with someone else. Maybe you would be happier with someone else. Maybe loving me's the reason you can't love yourself. Before I turn your heart into a ghost town, show me everything we built so I can tear it all down. Down. I'll tear it all down. So I think this song essentially is saying that this relationship is no longer what it used to be. It maybe never was. Just saying. I mean, you've built a lot together. You have accomplished a lot together financially, it looks like. But it looks like other than that, there's not much to it. But then, like I said, Spirit all of a sudden, out of nowhere, gives me, good morning, beautiful Steve Holy. So I don't know if one of you is still in love with the other and not the other way around, or if you found somebody new. For some of you, it may be one way, and for some of you, it may be the other. Good morning, beautiful. How was your night? Mine was wonderful with you by my side. When I open my eyes and see your sweet face, it's a good morning, beautiful day. I couldn't see the light. I didn't know day from night. I had no reason to care. But since you came along, I can face the dawn, 'cause I know you'll be there. Good morning, beautiful. How was your night? Mine was wonderful with you by my side. When I open my eyes and see your sweet face, it's a good morning, beautiful day. I never worry if it's raining outside, 'cause in here with you, girl, the sun always shines. Good morning, beautiful. How was your night? Mine was wonderful with you by my side. When I open my eyes and see your sweet face, it's a good morning, beautiful day. Good morning, beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Good morning, beautiful. What a beautiful day. Good morning, beautiful. So somehow there's a good morning, beautiful involved here. And for some of you, this may just be an online relationship. It doesn't necessarily mean that you wake up right beside them in the bed, but it could be that that's what's coming. I don't feel like that's what's happening right now. I feel like you're still letting go of the marriage that didn't work out. You might be still trying to figure out how you're going to split your assets. But if you don't tear it all down, there's going to be that temptation to go back. That's what I feel. I feel like maybe you've tried to leave before, but you always keep going back because it's easier to stay with somebody when you already have everything in place. You already know where everything is, and you're not having to start over with nothing. But at the same time, if you're so miserable, you can have everything that this world offers us, financially and physically. And if you're unhappy, it's not going to fulfill you. Things of this world will never fulfill you. So you can try as hard as you want to fill your barns. to have as many fancy things as you can fit into a house, but it will never be a home until you have that love, until you can say, good morning, beautiful. So, I don't know, somehow all that factors in, and I'm just going to do a general reading. And hello. Kailash, I did offer to answer a couple questions before the reading. We had about 20 people watching. But if they're willing to wait, then that would be wonderful. I will hold true to my word, though. Hello. Thank you, Cubic Jackson. Welcome. I don't know if you're new here. Oh, good. Thank you, Kailash, for letting me know that the sound and video quality are good. Okay, good deal. All right, so what I'm thinking I'll do today is just a general reading, and I'll find out what's coming towards us in the coming week when it comes to our home, our work, a surprise, our love life, our role, and the outcome. Like I do sometimes. I think that's what I'm being said. That's what Spirit's saying to me. All right, how are you working in this collective, Spirit, in the next week? And don't forget, compassion came out, collective. Spirit's working on our compassion, our service, and having no integrity with respect. Wow, I did not see that coming at all. Like, some of us need a job. Having compassion. Somehow there's a lack of integrity and respect. Because maybe people are treating you wrong. Maybe people are giving you a hard time because you're not working. And that's just not going to do. Spirit's saying someone needs a job and you need to have compassion. And someone needs integrity and to have respect. I feel strongly that someone is giving you a hard time about this. And it could be you giving yourself a hard time about this. It could even be affecting your marriage or your family life with the people around you. All right, so let's pull rocks on this. This is interesting. This is very, very interesting. Oh, thank you, Spirit, for showing me what you're doing here. Why is service here with the rocks? May I see, please? Why service is here? Because of your health, inspiring, and believing. Okay, so you're not working because of your health, but you're inspired and you have a strong belief, okay? All right, why is compassion here? May I see, please, why compassion is here? Because of a friend that's blessed and freedom, okay? And why is there no integrity? What's going on with the integrity right now? Oh, I dropped it. This is about having honor. You need to have honor, and it's also about your wealth. Your wealth, how you know, your money. There's like a lack of integrity. Spirit wants you to have honor in your money. Right now you're out of work because of your health, but you need to be inspired and believe. And a friend is blessed with compassion, and there's going to be freedom somehow. All right, why is respect over there? Why is respect over there? Because of your family. I started to call it, but I did not call it, so I can't call it. But I truly feel your family's giving you a hard time about not working. And you have a friend who's blessed, and they somehow, freedom, they have compassion on you. And you're going to have integrity. Spirit says, I want you to have integrity when it comes to your money, your possessions, and having honor. Your family is needing to show you respect. Maybe your family is showing you respect. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let's find out how Spirit's working in your home life. when it comes to your family. I'm being shown another deck of cards in addition to this deck. Show me how you're working in our home life when it comes to our home and our family and our friends and anyone who is in and out of your home. Show me how you're working in this upcoming week when it comes to home life in this collective, Spirit. How are we're going to be cooking an effing meal, collective. So maybe some of you do meal prep. I don't know. You have somehow cooking a meal. You might do Sunday dinners. I know a lot of us in the U.S., we do our Sunday dinners. We like to do that. Alright. And then on the bottom of the deck is just say those 5 little words. So you need to talk to somebody in your family too, or somebody in your home. And watch what you say in reverse. So it's like, don't be, you need to just say it. You need to say it. Use big words like validate, empathize, acknowledge. So somebody is going to cook an effing meal. Some of you may decide to get takeout. This is what's going on at home. Not very much going on at home, I will say. All right, how about, I'm being shown another deck of cards to pull. So give me a second to get to them. Talk to me, Spirit. What is going on in our home lives, at home with this collective? That was floppy, but I'm going to take it. Some of you may be traveling to get the answers that you're seeking. You might be waiting for answers about travel, and you have a lot of passion. This could be anger. I don't know. You don't have any peace right now. What about work? Let's move ahead. What about work? Oh, you're going to have a new beginning at work. Your psychic abilities are here. Spirit's working on you having a new beginning. Your psychic abilities. The fertility card came out. It could be having a child, or this could be a divine feminine vibe. Being empowered. Being an inspiration. Having courage and having blessings. And we see that your friend is blessed over here and that they inspire and help you to believe. So blessings, courage, inspiration, empowerment, fertility, new beginnings, psychic abilities, and your happiness. Spirit is working on our work lives this week, collective. How are you working in our work lives, Spirit, when it comes to this collective? Because Spirit's working in our work lives. Managing your money and your home. Somehow managing your money and your home are how Spirit's working. You may not have been able to manage your money at home. Maybe because you haven't been working. And Spirit's about to have a new beginning in your work life. Nobody is rescuing, and it's like nobody is teaching. There's no teaching. Somebody could have blonde hair, very beautiful skin, a very distinct chin. Alright, what are our surprises, Spirit? Show me how you're working in our work life with this deck. Do you really love them? So somebody's asking themselves, Spirit's working on you asking yourself if you really love them. And that goes perfectly with the music. Alright, what are our surprises? Your friends miss your face in reverse. So surprisingly, your friends are not going to miss you. Alright, love life. You're unplugging, but you're going to, it's like you've been unplugged from somebody, you're going to plug back in. Alright, what's your role here? Keep shit clean, gross bathrooms and dirty floors suck. And what's the outcome? Keep it to yourself. Keep that shit to yourself. But you're not going to keep it to yourself. You're hot, smart, and have a great ass. And you don't have somebody all figured out either. Okay. I don't know what to say about that. Your outcome is that you're not going to keep things to yourself. And you're not going to have things all figured out. Alright, so what is our surprise, Spirit? That somebody is beautiful and you have a friendship. You have a beautiful, good morning, beautiful. Look, your family came out in reverse. So, you got a good morning, beautiful friend, but your family is needing to have respect. Maybe for this friend. Alright, love life. You're grieving in your love life. I'm sorry. You're going through grieving in your love life. What's your role? That freedom. You need your freedom. Your friend is blessed and freedom. Alright, and what's the outcome? Somehow, somebody could be incarcerated. That won't be for everybody, obviously. The outcome is going to be good luck and closure. So you're going to get good luck and you're going to get also closure. And you need something to lighten your load. I think it's that you haven't been able to work very much. People have been disrespectful in your family about you not working. But you have a friend who shows you compassion because of being blessed with freedom. Maybe your friend has been through what you're going through, and so that friend is telling you, hey buddy, it's going to be okay. Your health is struggling right now, and you can't give from an empty cup. You have to get your health back on track. But being inspired by this friend that serves, I think, they serve others and they help others with their health, maybe, and they've been helping you with yours. I don't know. Something went on with you and a friend that's bringing you freedom. And also, where there's been no integrity when it comes to money, you're going to be honorable now. And you're going to have closure and good luck when it comes to the outcome. All right, let's see how Spirit's working. Spirit, how are you working here? I see you're grieving in your love life. I'm so sorry. Judgment is here in reverse. That's a Libra vibe. What's the energy to overcome? It's a lot to overcome. You've been in hermit mode. You've been unhappy and in hermit mode because of this lack of integrity. Okay? What's going to pull it together? This is the end. The world and the death card came out together. And there's you with your psychic abilities. The High Priestess is here. So it looks like to me that someone used bad judgment and the Spirit's working on that. And this has brought you a lot of unhappiness and you've been in your feelings about it, soul searching about it. You could have been the one who used this bad judgment. And now you're in yourself, like really seeking answers about this lack of integrity. Maybe your inability to work right now because of your health. And the way people have been treating you while you've been unemployed or out of work. Maybe just because you haven't felt well. But something is coming full circle. And it's going to be the end and a new beginning. Death is here with the world. I mean, you can't get it anymore. That's this closure that you're going to get. You're going to finally get closure with a situation that has been, it looks like excruciatingly painful for you, to the point where you're grieving your love, the relationships in your family that represent love, and in your all around. It may be a divorce, like you're going through a divorce. Okay, Spirit, show me. Let's see what happened here. Something happened here. Why is judgment here? Because somebody is incomparable and no regret. I don't regret somebody incomparable. Why is judgment here? Because of your family and no regret. You don't want to regret something in your family. It looks like you're torn between two situations somehow. Divine time and your family in reverse. Maybe having to let go of a family member who's been sick. Why is judgment here intuitively? Okay, you're having a tower. Make them prove that somebody's worth waiting for. And this is keeping you up at night. You used bad judgment and you're realizing that you made somebody wait. And prove that they were worth the wait. Somebody said, make them prove that they're worth waiting for. And you're realizing that they did this, or that you did this. Alright. Why are you unhappy? This is the energy to overcome. Why are you so unhappy? Because of letting them go, because of lack of forgiveness. Somebody here won't forgive and let this go. Alright, why is the Hermit here? Because of a love triangle and pushing your buttons. So you are soul searching about a love triangle pushing your buttons. And why is the Magician here? Because this was not your choice. You didn't choose this. Whose choice was it? Don't force it. I don't want to have a rebound with you. So somebody was trying to force you to have a rebound. If this isn't a love triangle, then it's some kind of triangle where somebody triangulates and pushes your buttons. And it wasn't your choice, but somebody was like trying to force you not to have a rebound. What? Why is the World here? Because of some unsent messages. So you've been wanting to tell somebody something, but you can't you can't do it. You keep chickening out. And why is Death here? This is what's changing. One last chance, and there being a way out. If I give this one last chance, I'll finally have a way out of it. So maybe you've given someone an ultimatum, or you're going to. You just haven't done it yet. You keep chickening out. You don't trust this plan. What do you want to tell somebody, but you're not able to? That you're not all in my head. This is not all in your head. What do you mean it's not all in their head? Somebody is very arrogant and the grass is greener. It's not all in your head. They really are being arrogant and feeling like the grass is greener over there. And you want to tell somebody this. Why won't you tell them? Because of a dying love and you first. So this is the person that you, like it's a ghost town. You want to tell this person, you're arrogant as hell, and it's not all in my head. You really are an arrogant prick. And it would be a lot better for me if I just left. Because this love has been dying, and neither one of us wanted to admit it. We've learned a lot of lessons, and it's just not the right time. The timing is all wrong for us. Outcome of the love triangle. You're going to use something to escape. And this is a divine union, or it's not. It's like you want to escape using alcohol or drugs, perhaps, because of a divine union that you had or should have had or maybe can't have. Yeah, you're having differences. I think the person that you're with is not the divine union, and you're in a love triangle because there is somebody who's a divine union, and you have kept that person waiting. You were like, make them prove that they're worth the wait. Somebody was saying that, and you're realizing it. You all were getting, I think, in arguments late at night about this. You have some kind of differences. I don't know if you're fighting or if you have racial, religious, age, those kind of differences. I don't know which. But you're having differences with someone. Let's see what's going on here. Show me at home. What's going on at home, Spirit? May I see, please? How are you working at home? There's somebody who's got anxiety. and giving too much. Okay, so Spirit is working on somebody who has anxiety and who gives too much. How about at work? At work, you're holding on, but you feel like this is not going to be enough, completing you. Incomplete and not committed. So you're holding on, but it's incomplete and you're not you haven't finished the job and you're not even committed to finishing it. Oh, alright. Surprises. So, somebody's setting boundaries. They're no longer tolerating any more abuse and they're walking away. Holy cow. Because they feel like they've been stuck in the past. Alright, love life. This is too hard. You feel like your love life is too hard. Alright, Euro. You make excuses. And what's going to be the outcome? You're going to be needy. Oh my goodness. So you're going to have some need, but you're going to have good luck about getting closure. Alright, and look, something's too soon. It's too soon. Maybe because you just broke it off with this person. It looks like you're getting ready to leave. For real, for real. Like, this might come as a surprise to some people when you do this. Because they might think everything's okay with you and all of your people. But it doesn't look like there's... no, everything's not okay. That's all I can say there. And you're having a hard time telling this person that you want out of this marriage or whatever. You've been living with someone, it looks like. And it's like you're having a hard time telling them, look, I have to get out of this. I'm not committed to this anymore. I just want out. But before I destroy everything we've built together, show it to me so I can destroy it all. This person could have been hiding some things from you. Oh, wait. Let me put these back. What am I doing? Spirit, help me. Yeah. Yeah, you don't know what to do. That's why you're soul searching. You've got to get out of that place of soul searching, though. Because it's got you grieving. And your friend is beautiful. But your family doesn't allow. I don't think surprisingly, your family's not going to be in the picture. You want to have your freedom. A lot going on at work. A lot of stuff going on in this collective right now. And I will say that lately we've been doing a lot of healing work in this collective. And I'm so proud of us and the work that we have been doing in this collective. Very proud of us. I think that it's amazing when a collective does the amount of healing that we've been doing lately in this one. Alright, I'm going to pull some tarot on this and see what happens. I think we've pretty much got a picture of what's going on here. The person that you want to tell, the person that you want to talk to, but you're having a hard time telling them, how do you feel about them? Pride and chasing. Remember, somebody was arrogant. You feel like they're arrogant. They're causing you a lot of stress because of not chasing. How do you feel about the one you want to talk to, but you can't tell them? Like they're beautiful and you want to chase? Alright, what do you want to say to this person that you can't tell how you feel? That you want to escape. You're avoiding, blocking, and pushing away a reconciliation, making amends, and having an opportunity or a second chance. So you don't want a second chance. You don't want to give them one last chance. You just want out. And that's what it was saying, essentially, a while ago when I said, if you give this one last chance, you'll finally have a way out. What this is saying, and what I just did not realize a while ago, is you don't want to have another chance. It's like, I'm sick of second chances with you. This could be a friend, it could be a loved one, and you're not loyal either. They're saying you're not loyal and I'm wanting out. No more second chances for us. This is it. I've tolerated this abuse as long as I'm going to tolerate it. And I'm setting a boundary with you because you're constantly, it gives me this feeling of somebody being very needy and clingy, and they won't allow you any breathing room. Like, they don't want to give you any space. It's like, they're stuck right up your butt all the time. And if you try to do anything with anyone else, they get jealous and insecure and needy. And that's going to be the outcome. They're going to continue to be that way. And I think you're going to finally say, I've had enough. I don't want to give you another chance to be that way in my life again, because I want my life to be healthy. And I have a friend who will show me compassion. They don't disrespect me just because my health is not good and I am unable to work. Alright, what would the person say in rebuttal? They would say, I only want you, but I'm not going to chase you. So in other words, if you're going to go, go. I'm devoted to you, but I'm not going to chase you. So if you want to leave, leave. And what would you say to that? Because remember, y'all are going to have differences. You would say, I have a lot of really fond memories of our relationship. I don't want to leave you on bad terms. I want to leave this relationship on good terms. But I just don't want to keep trying again and again and again and having the same result. And what would they say to you about that? They would say, let go, move on, walk away. Release this. Just, I'm letting this go. I'm moving on and I'm walking away. Look, but there's some lusting going on. Remember, there's a love triangle. What would this person say to you about this love triangle, this third party person? They would say, this is a third party and influence. This has influenced your decision. But I know you're not just chasing thrills, that your heart is truly open and your family does not approve. Your family's not, you're not going to have your family. Somehow your family's going to not be in the picture. Because this is an attachment, a third party, or a friend of yours that's influencing you. They're not causing you to do anything wrong, like chase thrills or just bullshitting. Your heart is truly open and receptive, and you have empathy, and you're vulnerable to this person. But they would say, this is not our family. I'm not sure what that means. There's no possibility of lusting. What would you say about it? You would say, I'm not longing for intimacy, and I'm not obsessed. I'm not addicted. I'm not obsessed with intimacy. So they're saying, I'm not just doing this because I want to have sex with this person. I am lusting, and I don't quite have the clarity I need. And what would they say back? They would say, it's time. Time for what? It's okay. It's like you're having a conversation with a family member. Stop being in turmoil and being shallow, and stop bluffing when it comes to your twin flame. They would say, you need to stop letting this make you unstable and being shallow. Take off your mask and stop bluffing and being shallow and in your feelings about this twin flame. So they know that you have a twin flame that you have feelings for. They're not bitter and they're not nourishing either. Like, I'm not going to feed into this. I'm not going to, like, baby you or give you, they're just not going to nourish this. They're not going to, there's no soul growth where you are, is what it looks like. Outcome of your twin flame. There's no peace. That's why you lack peace. And you're realizing this. There's no commitment, and you want to be established. You want a foundation. You want to be able to get on your feet. How does the twin flame feel? Like there's no possibility because of your past life. Why do they feel like there's no possibility? Because they feel like you're trapped with this other person. And it looked like you were talking to this other person about it, and they were realizing that it's time for you to just do what you got to do with this twin flame. Heart fog, though. Why do you have heart fog? This other person doesn't realize what's going on. Remember, they don't have you all figured out. Because this is divine feminine. Look. And she's at a distance, or acting distant, or you are. This just turned real south. Like, I didn't see any of this coming. Alright, so you're going to do whatever you're going to do here. I don't know what you're likely to do. Let's pull a tarot on it, I guess. Why are you not using good judgment? Because of a new opportunity and the Ten of Wands. Because it looks like you've been carrying a very heavy burden. And you have a chance at a new opportunity. Because of wish fulfillment. Look, you have an opportunity to have wish fulfillment. The Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. You're not using good judgment, though. You don't see this. I think Divine Feminine's the one that doesn't realize it. You have an opportunity even to get married, maybe. Or have a very passionate home together. A place with a lot of passion, a lot of desire, a lot of inspiration. Alright, why are you not using good judgment? Because somebody is... Whoa, look. The Six of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Public recognition when it comes to new love. So somebody wants to publicly recognize that they want to be in a relationship with you. And I don't think you even realize it. Like, you're oblivious. You're procrastinating, though. Alright, why are you unhappy? This is the energy to overcome. Being unhappy. First of all, Libra, Leo, Virgo, Gemini, Scorpio, Taurus, and Pisces. And some of these can represent more than one sign, but if you're into tarot, you already know what this can represent. This could also be that someone is going to announce a pregnancy. We've been trying and we finally are pregnant. Or maybe we weren't trying and we're pregnant. You might not realize somebody's announcing a pregnancy. Why is the Sun in reverse? Because of somebody's taking fearless action. The Knight of Wands. There's a strong... Something is going to happen this week because of the Sagittarius full moon. This is causing you unhappiness. Spirit saying, you need to take some risk. Take a fearless risk. Why would that be important? This could be a person. Because you're procrastinating taking action. You're unhappy because of your own lack of action. Alright, why is the Hermit here? Because this is what's being transformed. The Death card is clarifying the Hermit. So we have Virgo and we have Scorpio here together. Taking fearless action where they've been procrastinating. And why is the Magician here? Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. This Magician just clarified itself. Cards all over the place. This integrity, lack of integrity. There's a Queen of Cups here. This is a Scorpio. Finally figured out who she is. There's a Scorpio here. And fill in the blank. You're tired of this. whatever this Magician in reverse, which is typically a card of... The Magician is somebody who manifests, but when it's in reverse, you either are trying to manifest something you're not able to manifest, and you're just tired of trying. And that's the sense this gives me, is that you've been trying to manifest this person, this new love, this recommitment to love, or whatever this is, and you can't get it off the ground. And it's because of your own lack of taking action. Because you've been too scared to tell this other person that you want out. And whoever this is right here, this is what's being transformed. Whatever you're doing in hermit mode is changing the way you see this. And you are finally realizing that there has to be an ending. It's going to be painful. It is going to hurt. This ending is going to be painful. Someone could be tolerating domestic violence abuse. Stop that. Walk away. And surprisingly, you are. And that could be what this is right here. You could be unhappy because someone comes at you with this abuse. And you're just procrastinating getting out of this unhappy situation. This is abusive to the point somebody has beautiful green eyes. This is a woman, it looks like, that's procrastinating, but it doesn't have to be because it looks like a man now. All right, why is death up here? See, we got death down there for the hermit because it's a person. What's being transformed is a King of Wands. This could be the Sagittarius down here. They could be standing in their power. They could be deciding, you know what, I'm going to be dependable. I'm going to set some goals. And I'm going to reach my goals. I am going to be at the top. I'm going to be on top here. I'm going to decide to take some action where I've been procrastinating. And you're soul searching about doing it. And why is the World here? Yeah, you're going to walk away, set your priorities, and build a foundation. You're moving somewhere new to start over. And why is the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck? Because of being lost in the past. You're using your psychic abilities to realize, you know what, I don't want to be lost in the past. I'm getting out of this marriage that no longer fulfills me. I'm not going to continue to stay stuck here. Why is the Ace of Cups? You're going to have victory. Because, oh my God, y'all. Oh my gosh. You're determined. The Devil determined. The Ace of Wands, the Devil, and strength. Unquenched confidence. Where you've not been using good judgment, somebody wants to come in real passionately and they have such a strong desire. Like when you put the Devil with strength, you can't get any more strong than that. And this person is determined that they are not letting anything hold them back. This person's working on weight loss goals. You might be doing that. You might be working out. This person is determined. I am going to start something new and nothing is going to stop me. Look, Temperance on the bottom of the deck. Slow and steady wins the race, but I'm going to at least be determined. Somebody could have an artificial limb. Somebody could wear yellow tennis shoes. Somebody's about to move on. Alright. Outcome of the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. Fill in the blank. Somebody is going to have... It looks like they're going to have a loss. A significant loss of something because of this divorce. Like, I think this divorce, you remember he said, show me everything we built before I tear it all down. I think what is about to happen is where you've been lost in the past, you're going to finally tear that all down. Yeah, their Lovers is in reverse. It's like you have no choice. Why do you feel like you have no choice? Because if this would be your wish fulfillment, And you've been afraid. You've been afraid of making your own wishes come true. Why are you afraid of that? Because you were afraid of getting hurt. But how do you feel now? Oh my God. Justice. Letting go. The Hanged Man. The Wheel of Fortune. And Queen of Swords. Damn it, boy. Something's happening here that's out of your control. And it's a woman that's setting boundaries. Remember, I'm not going to take abuse from you anymore. This person is seeing how much better their life is going to be when they let go of this. And it's that marriage. Why is the wheel here? Because you're going to have a tower. A wheel and a tower together, good God Almighty. Outcome of your tower. It's where you don't know you don't have a choice. You think this is a difficult decision for you, but what you're going to realize is the universe is taking your choice somehow. And it has to do with work. Clarify that no choice. It has to do with that Hierophant. What is the Hierophant here? Show me what it represents. Somebody's deception. Their hidden deceit. Show me their deceit. So somebody's been deceiving you in this marriage. And that's why the Magician is the energy to overcome. You're not using your intuition about a haunting loss. So somebody deceived you in the past and you did not use your intuition about this loss. What's the truth about that? The Emperor is here with unexpected setbacks. The Emperor is in reverse with unexpected setbacks. And it has to do with his work life. Somehow, when it came to this Hierophant, you deceived. There was a lack of integrity somehow. And your intuition was blocked. And it caused you to lose something. And this caused you unexpected setbacks. What's going to be the outcome now for you? You're going to recognize that you have a new opportunity. And what is that? And then you're going to stop. Have the King of Cups and the Star. That there's hope for you to be in love. To be truly in love. The Chariot is here. Aquarius is here with maybe a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You're going to realize that you can actually have true love and you don't have to just settle. But you are going to have to lose something in the process. Somebody is. Somebody is. But it looks like you're finally going to have the courage, if you can overcome down here. What this is you're going to be so unhappy in the situation you're in that you're finally going to have the courage to take action. It's like one of those things where either you take and you have happiness in life, or you stay stuck in a place of misery and you just settle. Okay. Where is this Divine Masculine at here, Spirit? Reverse any roles you need to. Divine Feminine came out with inner child and a barrier. Divine Feminine is in reverse. She may need to do inner child work, and this is causing a barrier, but she's showing up as what's going on with Divine Masculine. She is in your energy so strong, Divine Masculine. What's going on with Divine Feminine? She has no self-worth. What's wrong with her? She doesn't recognize her worth. Okay. So her not recognizing her worth is causing a barrier to you being with her. What's connecting the two of you? The 5D is here with purge. Remember, you're grieving because of not learning your lesson. When it comes to your fear, you got to take the fearless action. If they take the action, what will be the outcome? You'll be guided. What do you mean guided? Guided how? You'll be guided to your fresh start. And we saw that was in your work life. And you'll put something on pause. Okay, Divine Masculine, you have to stop being afraid. You have to overcome your fear. Okay? Alright, and then how is Judgment? Okay. It's time. Trust divine timing when it comes to somebody not being so full of shit in the fall. Alright, and why is the Sun here? Because you're going to form a solid foundation if you can see through the confusion and illusions. Neptune is here. And why is the Hermit here? Because of a third party. You're soul searching about a third party. And why is the Magician in reverse? Because you're seeing the truth about this third party. And why is Death here? Because of your avoidance and all the memories that you have. What's being transformed is you trying to avoid it, taking action to end a third party. And you're finally seeing this truth. And why is the World here? Because of having the courage to change. Your spirit guides have not been assisting you with this because they wanted you to get the courage to change. And why is the High Priest on the bottom of the deck? Because you're going to have a new opportunity. Outcome of your new opportunity. You're going to have the courage from Jupiter to take action on a new beginning and have wish fulfillment. Okay? That's what's being transformed. You have to face your fears. Right now, it's time for Divine Masculine, I think, more than anyone, to face the fear of losing this woman. Okay. Alright. Why is Judgment here? No. Why is Judgment here? Because of an addiction in chemistry. Okay? It's in reverse. It's like there was an addiction and no chemistry, and you weren't using good judgment. Why is the Sun here? Because of somebody's denial. This is fate. There needs to be balance. And there's been no healing. Alright, why is the Hermit here? Because of a lack of stability. You're soul searching about why you can't have stability. The Magician in reverse is longing for past life love and having boundaries there. And why is Death here? Because you have no support. What's being transformed is you having no support. And what's the World? Trust. Why is trust the World? Because you were playing hard while somebody was patiently waiting for you to let this person go. Oh, that's tough. Why is there no support being transformed? Because Spirit is warning somebody when it comes to forgiveness. And why is the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck? Because somebody's unavailable due to finances. And they're not able to care for themselves. What will be the outcome of that? An obsession and a friendship that's going slow and an obsession. Why are they obsessed with something strictly sexual and no interference? Gross. Mastering a spiritual lesson with a soulmate. Ew. So they're just with this person for sex and structure. Stability, it sounds like. Nasty. Ugh. Alright, let's get some guidance and get out of here. I don't feel like talking about this anymore. This is just... I mean, I see there's progress being made, and it looks like it's moving forward rather quickly. Let's find out when this might come together. Use the other deck I'm hearing. Can you show me if and when this relationship might come together? Don't allow things to come. Something might have happened in September. Somebody may not have allowed you to come and see this person in September. The spring is here and patience required. So when will it come together? When you release resistance. So you've been resisting this, and faster than you think. I guess Spirit's not going to give me a specific time because it could be different for everybody. But stop resisting it. You've been resisting it because of your fear. And until you release your fear, you're going to be stuck wherever you're at. And it doesn't look like a pleasant place to be. All right, let me pull some guidance here. And then we'll do some Q&A if we have anyone that's stuck around for it. Mermaid soul. That Scorpio vibe. And Psyche. All right, let's see what's being said here. Number 33 and 37. And I got to get some rest today because I feel horrible. Deep within, you know what excites and inspires you. Your job isn't to decide whether that inspiration is practical, realistic, or even possible. Human beings have been shown throughout history that the ideas which they once scoffed at as being ridiculous or impossible to achieve can become the realities that they rely upon and take for granted as a natural part of their daily lives not long afterwards. You too shall move from doubt to wondering how you ever lived without this passion, idea, or inspiration of yours. Let the universe show off its creative flair for the unexpected and inspirational through you. Do not give up on what truly moves and inspires your heart, for soon enough it will be part of your world. You are a rare creature, not entirely of this world. You need to swim in deeper waters of mystery and meaning. In those deep places you can commune with the sacred and be nourished by that which is real and yet cannot be explained. To deny this and remain on the surface of things will not satisfy your soul. It would be like eating stale biscuits when what you really hunger for is succulent fruit, sweet with juice. Too much of what most people think is the real world dries out your soul. You crave mystery and magic the way most other people crave control and certainty. These yearnings of yours are not immature or escapist. They are the voice of your inner mermaid rising up from your oceanic soul. Her siren song is the voice of your true desires, your spirit, healing, intuition, meditation, and creativity. You are connected to worlds beyond the physical reality, the worlds of touch. With her, you will embody your feminine freedom and spiritual independence. You will live your life according to what fills you up, living from the inner place where you feel at home, the realm of your soul. This is a very spiritual person, and that's why Spirit is working on your psychic abilities. And also here is what you don't see coming. You're going to go through a time. This is a feminine who's coming into her own and really learning her worth. You're going through a transformative stage right now, feminine, masculine, whichever one of you this is. Spirit is taking you through some really tough places to show you not only how special you are, but also to show you what I'm going to read to you next. This is the part that's going to be so amazing, okay? You are going to find the exact help that you need at the exact times you need it. You have the ability to attract resources and even to create something out of apparently nothing. Don't put your focus or your faith in the material world and its seemingly endless obstacles and difficulties. Direct your attention and your trust towards your all-powerful and unconditionally loving universe, which is your friend and teacher, When you do this, you empower the universe to help you, and it really wants to in the most amazing ways. Psyche, goddess of the soul, accomplished seemingly impossible tasks as a human being before she became a goddess. She reminds us that our human courage, intelligence, willingness to go through the unknown and face our fears even when the obstacles may seem insurmountable is enough to succeed. She teaches us how to know when we must do something for ourselves and when we need to allow others with their different knowledge and skills to help us. She urges us not to be afraid of being vulnerable. She teaches that feeling weak at times, something bit me on my hand, doesn't mean we have no strength to succeed. We just need to be honest about how we feel whilst we choose to keep going and believe that somehow everything will work out. That's called having faith. Psyche knows that just like the emerging butterfly, the biggest challenge in our lives are actually helping us to get a push from the universe to do what we need to do to fulfill our divine potential. It's safe to trust what is happening in your life, even when the way ahead intimidates you. Refuse to give up when things get difficult. Remember, goddess in training, love will always find a way. Find a space where you can dance with your eyes closed without bumping into things. Play a piece of music that you would like to listen to at this time. Close your eyes and allow yourself to move. Don't use your mind to tell your body which steps to take. Feel for your soul within. Trust your soul to inspire your authentic self-expression. Oh, wow, what a beautiful reading. You're definitely going through some transitional times right now. And I've seen the growth in our readings. I've seen you facing your shadow. It's been really beautiful to watch the transformation that's happening in this collective. And I'm honored to be able to read for you all. Thank you so much. All right, may I have a trinket to show who you're talking to, Holy? That flamingo, again. That fancy cat. Somebody's got a really fancy cat. There's a lotus flower, a starfish, an apple. Somehow apples are significant. You know how. Always remember, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know. Look, every step, every journey begins with a single step. This is you needing to take that action. And Sagittarius full moon is going to give you the strength. There's an archangel, I think maybe Michael. There's a Mickey Mouse key. Somehow Mickey Mouse, you might be going to Disney World and taking your family there. And there's an infinity sign also. Beautiful, beautiful. You know exactly who you are. Spirit, may I have initials, please? U, J, J, number 5, N, E, T, G, North Node, and oh God, why can't I think right now? Pisces. EORDJKL, number 11, Cancer, the sun. And there was a C. I don't know if I said that or not. GAJ, Aquarius 4, FCRN, Jupiter. One more time, Spirit says. DF. QGNH, Pisces, Venus, WF, number 1. I don't know if I said Q or not. This is it. T, Mercury, JAKCND, Virgo, number 12. All right, I'm going to take a little break, and then I'll be happy to answer your questions. Kailash, may we get a little list together? Say Bloody Mary to the mirror 3 times. Poppycock. All right. And what you'll get when you do that is you standing in front of the mirror looking like a dumbass, talking to yourself. Alright, I'll be right back, Kailash. Say I'm bloody beautiful to the mirror 10 times, and you might actually start loving yourself. I have this app on my phone that tells me if there's been any security breaches, and I literally had them tell me that 15 of my videos need to be deleted because of threats to travel and safety. So if people are commenting things that are threatening on this channel, you need to stop because I'm being alerted to it. you're going to be fine. Okay, guys, I'm back. Well, hello, Shrestha. I'm hanging in there, girl. I don't feel so good today. I truly do not feel well today at all. I don't know what's going on with me. We got anybody that wants to ask a question? Hey, Otto Guthrie Hazel. Hey, Otto Guthrie. Guess it's back to Chandler now, huh? Alright. Throw it at me, Kayla. I'm ready to take it on. Spirit, I'm going to need your help with this. I don't know who's giving somebody a hard time about not working because of their health, but it looks like you need to move towards your friend and let them inspire you right now, because it looks like your family might be the ones that are giving you such a hard time. Reverse any roles you need to, but shame, shame, shame on them for treating you that way. If you're struggling with your health and you're unable to work, then they should be compassionate. They should have compassion. What's up? Take your time, Kailash. I'm good. I'm in no hurry, baby. Not at all. Matter of fact, I'm going to go get me something else to drink. That might be why I don't feel good. My sugar goes from too low to too high. It's crazy. And that's how I feel right now. Like my sugar's too low. And I did eat something. Take your time, baby. I'm going to give you a minute, okay? You guys entertain one another and feel free to talk about whatever you'd like. Okay, I'm back. If you're not ready, it's okay. I'm not rushing you at all. Spirit, how's our money looking in the collective for this next week? How's this full moon going to affect our money? We're exploring and home is here. Might be looking for a new home. How's our money being affected in the collective for the next coming week? Your home is here and something from the past in reverse. Show me how you're working in the collective's money. Spirit is showing me another deck of cards. Some of you are students and you're taking online classes. Your home is a factor. You might be looking for somewhere new to live. Show me how you're working in this collective in the coming week. Oh my God, collective! Holy cow, look what's coming in the next week for this collective. A new beginning and a windfall. Collective, will you take this? Spirit saying I'm going to give you a new beginning and a windfall in the coming week. Somebody is about to have a very, very good week. And you're not going to network either. No networking. Windfall, new beginning, collective. Congratulations. Someone is about to begin a new job. I saw this deck. Show me what do we need to do, Spirit, to get this to happen. Be in flow, no magic. What's our role to collect this windfall and this new beginning? Have movement and no magic. How do we collect on this new beginning and this windfall? Put everything on the table and magic. Some of you may join spell work. Alright, how do we get this new beginning, Spirit? How do we get this new beginning? Taking steps came out, but in reverse. In a prickly situation. Alright, so action is key to getting where you need to go. You can't wait around. Take a step in any direction to get unstuck and find opportunities. So you're not taking steps right now because you're in a prickly situation. You need both tact and diplomacy to reach your goals. The struggle is worth the prize. Work around the issue and use a gentle touch. Alright, so why are we not taking steps? What's the problem besides the prickly situation? We don't know which direction to go in and we're shedding. The timing is the thing, okay? It's all in the timing right now. Pull another card to see if you need to do it now, wait, or make a different decision. And the reason why you're not taking steps is because of the direction. Your purpose is unfolding slowly, step by step as you go along. There's no need to hurry or worry. You're being divinely guided. And you are starting to outgrow your work situation. You need to set higher goals and standards. You work well in healing and medicine. So it's like you're not taking steps. You're not shedding and you don't know which way to go. It's all in the timing. It's like it's out of your control. Alright, so what will be the outcome besides windfall and new beginning? Okay, be careful. You're going to start something new. We see that here twice. You may get a fresh start or be called to bring a new perspective to your old job. You may also get a tempting job offer or a new place to live. Money matters and drama are here. Somehow you're going to have drama. Beware of troublemakers in the workplace. The job you want may have too much upheaval to bear. You keep your emotions and gossip in check. So don't deal with a prickly situation. And money matters a lot now, but it's in reverse. So it's like you don't really care about money. Watch your expenses and save up for the future. You need to be prepared for the unexpected. But you're having drama right now with others because you're not doing that. But you're going to have something new start that's bringing you a windfall. Brilliance is also in reverse. I don't think you're... Looks like you're just... It's just going to happen because it's meant to happen. I'm going to just go back down and see if we ever got a list, because I was not here. Okay, I'm still kind of waiting. No problem. Somebody's going to have a new beginning and a windfall. It could just come as a surprise. The divine feminine or the masculine. Reverse any roles you need to. Somebody here was needing to see their worth. And Spirit wants you to know how you're essential. How are you essential? May we see, please, Spirit. Whichever one's struggling with their worth. She was conscious that the things she did were the things she had always wanted to do. Zelda Fitzgerald. Find a way to help. No one else in the world is exactly like you. No one else has your particular combination of strengths, weaknesses, experiences, disappointments, loves, jobs, and a million other factors that make you you. You are special. So doesn't it seem possible that there's an issue or problem out there in the world that needs your unique combination of qualifications to solve? It's unlikely that you are going to end world hunger all alone, but so many smaller issues smaller issues are in each city, town, community, and neighborhood. Maybe your problem to tackle is helping your child's school raise money for new textbooks. Or perhaps your issue is helping lonely seniors by leading an art class at your local retirement home. The only way to find your cause is to get out there and try. Think about everything you bring to the table and look for someone who... And it looked like you were being an inspiration to your friends, quite honestly. Are you having trouble, Kailash, with your network, baby? Yeah, Dippin', go ahead and ask your question, baby. Okay. Why is Simone, is it Simran? Sorry, Simran. Why is Simran ignoring you? Alright, let's see how Simran feels about you right now. Show me how Simran feels about Dippin'. Soulmates and family. Now keep in mind that if you're dealing with the divine feminine, they're working on their self-worth. They've also been in hermit mode, some of them. You're not soulmates at this time. Show me how Simran feels about Dippin'. Show me how Simran is feeling right now. Shallow and not soulmates. Show me how Simran feels about Dippin' right now. Show me, Spirit. How does Simran feel about Dippin' right now? Woo. Okay. Somehow this person is trapped, stuck, tied down, or captive. And they haven't reached their breaking point with not having a commitment. And they feel like there's no possibilities. So they feel like they're trapped, or you are, and they are about to hit their breaking point about this because they feel like there's no marriage proposal, no promise, no fidelity. What the hell's wrong with this person? Let me see what the blocks are here. What are the blocks to this relationship, Spirit, Simran and Dippin'? Unwanting to be needy. Something flew out. Somebody feels unworthy. They're not afraid of being alone and they're unsocial. What are the blocks to this relationship? Feel like they need rescuing and body shaming. So somebody does not feel very good about themselves. Remember I said they needed to know their worth? You are waiting for love to start, but you must stop waiting and start looking. And somebody here is body shaming. You feel unattractive to others. Work on accepting yourself, flaws and all. And that's why they're not talking to you. See? Not talking. Right now, they're not feeling very good about themselves. Where are they at in this journey, Spirit, with Dippin'? How do they feel about moving forward with Dippin'? They want an opportunity to move forward with you, Dippin'. They want to get a solid offer. And that's why it's saying that they're almost at their breaking point with not getting a commitment with you. And they feel trapped. Why do they feel trapped? They're in love with you. And fill in the blank. They're coming out as a water sign, Queen of Cups. Somebody here's an earth and somebody here's a water. They want a new opportunity, but they're... Look, this would make them so incredibly happy. So why are they being so quiet? Because they're dealing with trauma. And it's a Nine of Swords type energy. And look, there's a Queen of Wands here also. Maybe they feel like you have somebody else that's more attractive. Or that could be them finally feeling attractive. Like they don't feel good about themselves. What would they say to you? What is it they're not saying to you? May we see, please, what they're not saying? What is this person not saying? I daydream about a life with you. What else? Will you ever make things right? Like, it's in reverse though, so it's like, you made things right and now I want to be with you. I'm recovering. I'm getting over whatever trauma this is. They're getting over something, and it's made them feel like they need to be rescued, like they are ashamed of their body, and they do want a new opportunity with you, and they're almost at their breaking point. They're going through healing, it looks like. What else would they say? May I see, please? I'm not a good person. I'm a shitty individual. See, they don't feel good about themselves. And I will never forgive you. You're so messy. I think they're very hard on themselves. What else would they say? Not unless they're saying that I think I could marry you one day, but that came out in reverse. And they told me you were full of it. So it almost has the feel that this person wants a commitment with you, but they feel like you're unavailable, or they are, and I smile when I'm reading. Something's not quite right here. I'm not sure what. One of you feels available, and it's making the other one not feel good about themselves. Maybe you've been with someone else, or they have. I'm not quite sure. But that's the feel that I'm getting. What happened here with this relationship? It's an online dating situation. And there's been a lot of drama, it looks like, surrounding this. That was the only question? Where are all my regulars at lately? But where's everybody at? Why are they not coming back? Death and the Nine of Swords in reverse. It looks like everybody's been through a really tough time lately. Where's everyone at? The truth. Somebody told the truth. And it triggered this person. It triggered. People have been triggered. Where's all the regulars? Look, they're struggling right now with money. You're welcome, Dippin'. Right now, I think a lot of our regulars are having a hard time with money. Look, the King and Queen of Pentacles came out together. It's like they're going through a breakup right now. And if they're not in a relationship, they're struggling. They might come and see this on the replay. What are the relationship struggles? Settling, and everyone leaves. See? They're having to face the truth about something. What's going to be the outcome? Ooh, sex only and changing them. That's not a good outcome. Not my type. So it looks like a lot of people are going through a hard time right now. And I see things. I do. I see that. Spirit, can we give some encouragement to anyone who might see this on the replay? Can we get some encouragement, please? There's a lot of transformative energy happening right now. Ooh. The Lady of the Gift in reverse. And the Hawk Prince. So number 20 and number 11. 2011 could be significant. I'm going to read the Hawk Prince first because I turned it at first. The Hawk Prince appears with good news. He flies into your life to alert you that a message is coming to help you manifest your destiny. Expect a phone call, letter, email, or conversation that lets you know the next step to take towards your greatest good, or to tell you that you've arrived at an important stage along your path. The Hawk Prince is also the ally for spirit communication. So pay attention when you think you hear something important pop out to you on the radio, on TV, or in overhearing the conversation of strangers. Spirit is constantly in dialogue with you. Are you listening? Stay open and expect Spirit to speak to you and show you the way to your prosperity in all aspects of your life. Wow. And we are indeed about to have a new opportunity that's going to bring a windfall. And right now, a lot of us, it looks like, are struggling with our money or with our relationship between long-term commitments. Number 20. I'm having a hard time finding this one. Here it is right here. All right, as Challenger, this is about generosity. The Lady of the Gift says that the act of withholding isn't welcome in her world. In fact, withholding information is another way to lie. Are you doing this? Perhaps someone is doing it to you. Withholding something in order to keep you manipulated and controlled so you believe deep down you're not quite good enough. Now is the time for you to address the concept of withholding. If you see this in any aspect of your life, it's time for a change. Giving to others with the idea of getting something in return is also being warned against here. The best way out of this mire is to give with honesty and with an open heart and without expectation. The Lady of the Gift challenges you to be generous and compassionate. You can always start again. Alright, how are the angels working in our lives? May I see, please? Whoa, that's a lot of cards. There's a divine plan. We have a guardian angel that's powerful. Remember the angel that came out of the trinket bowl? If you weren't watching, I had Archangel Michael. There's creative power and courage. So you're being given the courage to have a divine plan, a powerful guardian angel. You're very full of fire. You have so much inspiration inside of you, just waiting to come out. And there's something in this world that needs your attention. Remember what's true about you. Okay, since we're going through healing right now, I'd like to see what healing are we going through in this collective. May I see, please? When it comes to our home lives, what's the healing power that's transforming our lives? May I see what's transforming us at home? Good, strong answers only, please, from the universe. Home life transformation. This collective is going through a transformation. It has to do with the soulmate in your life at home. It looks like it's ending with them. Work life. Unleash your creativity and let go. So you're having to let go and unleash your creativity, but it's also in reverse. All right, surprises. Your pride. You're working on letting go of your pride. All right, your love life. Help from above in your love life. Your role. That full moon is going to really blow your mind. Your dreams are here. You have no dreams. All right, what's the outcome? I don't know why your dreams are not here. You're not going to be sad anymore. And you're going to end a very significant cycle in your life, collective, when it comes to your sadness. You're about to come out of a very tough cycle. And you're going to unleash that creativity. There's the wild card. So you're letting go of a soulmate at home. And you're going to unleash your creativity. This has helped you to deal with your pride and ego. You have help from above in your love life. Your dreams are in reverse as your role. But you're going to end a cycle of sadness. The cycle you've been in that's caused all this sadness and despair is about to come to an end in this collective. And that's where everybody is. They are watching on the replay. What spiritual gifts are operating at home? You feel like you've lost your mind. Thank you, MV. Thank you. All right, what about work? At work, you're going to celebrate. I can't make it up. You're going to have a new opportunity, and you are going to really celebrate this. You have an angel that's helping you with this new opportunity. All right. Surprises. You're going to have your intuition is going to be heightened, very strong. Your intuition is about to be off the charts, and you're going to be a phoenix rising. Your life is about to really soar. All right, love life. In your love life, you have the mirror. So you're going to see yourself in someone else, others, perhaps your love. All right, and your role? Your role is to just let that money come into your pockets from the universe. And what's the outcome? The outcome is going to be travel and that transformation. Look, and somehow there's a baby. This could be a project that you're working on that's going to be successful. It's collective. Collective. Y'all have gone through so much and you're fixing to see the actual fruits of your labor. I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear about it all. It's been tough, though. It's been really tough, and I respect that. You've been through hell and back, but you have handled it like a champ. Like a champ. All right, one more thing, then we're going to close. What would your best friend say to you? Because your friend is inspiring you. What would they say to you? Don't work more than you live and acknowledge the good. So you're fixing to start this new opportunity, and they would say, don't work more than you live and acknowledge the good. All right. Good night, Arushi. Good night, good night, good night. Did anyone else have anything they wanted to say, Kailash? Or did they have any more questions that popped up since I did the end of the reading? Or are we so good to close? We'll get one more thing and then I'm going to close for good. For good, for good, for good. Alright, Spirit. Instant Magic Oracle. I haven't talked to you in forever. How you been doing, baby? What's going on in this collective? What is going on in our collective? The Oracle needs a rest. Ask again in 10 minutes. And I think that's basically saying, okay, MV, what? That the reader also needs a rest. The Oracle's like, you haven't bothered me in so long. Leave me the hell alone. What's your question, MV baby? What's up? You still here, MV? You posting? There you go. Sorry about that. Thank you for reposting it. You want to know what's happening between MZR's current feelings for you. What are MZR's current feelings for you? That's going on a lot right now. They're in hermit mode. If you go back and watch the original reading, it might resonate with you as well. But let's look at your particular situation privately here. MZ, show me their current feelings for MV. Show me MZR's current feelings for MV, I'm sorry, a lot of initials. They're missing you, and they're thinking about the possibilities. Right now, there's a lot of healing energy that's very intense in the collective. They're feeling like you're shallow, and there's possibilities. They might be feeling. How do they feel about MV? Like there's possibilities, but there's no peace. Show me how they feel. Show me how they feel, Spirit. I mean, they're literally in hermit mode having a transformation is what we got in the original reading. Okay. This is how they feel. Divine Masculine is here in reverse because of third-party influences, getting hurt, and having an open heart. And seeing this from a new perspective. So, what I'm seeing here is that this person, I don't know. I need to look at this deeper. I need to look at this deeper. Show me what's going on. Why are they saying Divine Masculine is in reverse? Why is Divine Masculine in reverse? Because of finances. Okay, we've been seeing that a lot. Okay. Why are influences here? Third-party influences. Why is that here? Because of passion. The third-party influences cause this person to lose their feelings. Why are they shattered? It's like, I got hurt and I'm not going to do this. But their heart is open. After all, their heart is going to be open. It's like when I was hurting, nobody bothered to ask how I was doing. Why is their heart open? Because of no more addiction. So somebody here was struggling with an addiction. They're getting a perspective. What's their perspective? Forgiveness. But there's a warning. What's the warning? This is your past life love. Why are you warning us about past life love? Because somebody's been going too slow because of obsession and taking a leap of faith. What's going to be the outcome here? This is a friendship and there's regret. And they regret the rejection. I'm assuming this makes sense. I don't know if the addiction is the relationship. Their heart is open because they're no longer addicted. Maybe to these third-party influences. Are you getting this, sweetheart? Where is this Divine Masculine here? Doing shadow work. Look. That divine masculine needs to do shadow work because they're bound to a twin flame they're not with. Where's the divine feminine here? They're not learning their lesson. They're purging. And the 5D is working. What's connecting these two? Y'all are at a crossroads because of a third party. And what might be the likely outcome in the next week? Divine feminine is here, but in reverse, needing to work on her inner child. Outcome of her doing that. Will she do that? She doesn't understand, but she does feel the vibes. So she might not even realize she is a divine feminine. It looks like her pride and ego is lower, so that's good. You're dealing with a twin flame. What is it that this person is not saying? They're not saying something to you. They're maybe unsure about this. What is it they're not saying? Why can't I move on from you? Why do you want to move on from them? Because I'm tired of feeling so lost. Why don't you move towards them? I can't let go of you. I can't talk to you right now. I have to let go to find myself, and I wish I could be a different person. So this person is really working on themselves right now. That's why they're not talking to you. And I don't know who I am anymore. They're going through a real change right now. This poor person. They're going through a really tough time. This feminine is. It looks like you both are, to be honest with you. If I'm really honest. And what might be the outcome here in the next week? This full moon is gonna... What do you mean they're not using their intuition? Somebody's open to receive, but this is still very toxic. So if this person is toxic and you're open to receive this, so it says you're not using your intuition. What should they do instead? Your ancestors and guides are saying no. What should they do though? You need to remember and awaken to a contract, career, or in commitment. And what will that be? What will that look like? You need to see your projections, and you need to let go of your fears. You need to see your reflection. How are you mirroring this person? And release, surrender, and purge. So this is a time of shedding. This very powerful time of shedding. Let me see what you need to shed. And don't get upset. It's a way of giving you something to do, something to work on, so you can, progress here. But we have to acknowledge what needs to be changed if we're going to actually change it. What do they need to change, Spirit? Somebody has jealousy, they feel unlovable, and they manipulate. And they don't have a lot of faith either. Things are always one-sided. Somebody has a lot of doubt, and they're stable though. What does the other person need to heal? So I don't know who you are here. Non-action and being a coward. So somebody here just doesn't do anything and they're a coward. The other person is jealous. They don't feel loved and they manipulate. Somebody is disillusioned. So those are the things that need to be worked on. These came out upright. These are all in reverse. This could be your person, and this could be you. You could be scared to take action here, but with good reason. listen, because this person's unhealthy. Use your intuition about that, okay? They are, it looks like, going through some healing, though. And they're not talking to us right now because they're in hermit mode. And it's across the board. It's like Gemini is in Mercury right now, too, which makes no sense. You would think we'd be communicating like crazy. But everybody's in hermit mode. Okay, my ex Omar will return to me. Okay, thank you, MV. Thank you, MV. I hope that was helpful. All right, now, Ian, you want to know if... You're so welcome, sweetheart. You're so welcome. Ian, my ex Omar will return to me. Let's see, okay? Let me get the right deck. I'm fine. You might need some guidance. Alright, may I see if Omar is going to return? Is Omar going to return? We'll see, okay? Is Omar going to return, Spirit? Get more information. Unpeaceful resolution. May we see if Omar is going to return? A year from now, unpeaceful resolution. Is Omar going to return to Ian? May we see, please? Perfect timing, a year from now. Okay, this is just a pre-shuffle. Is Omar going to return? Spirit wants you to learn how to trust. Romance in reverse. Don't ask your angels. Don't let go. Why do you want them to trust? Is Omar coming back? Yes. Yes. Hello, Manu. Yes. It says trust. Yes, they're coming back. But right now is just not the right time. So let's look at timing, okay? Okay, I'm here and get the other timing deck. What's going on here? When is Omar coming back? Something happened last September. It looks like it's not going to be, it wasn't, April and September are significant, but it looks like they're coming back in the fall. And March is here. They could have come back in March, and now they're going to have to come back in the fall. Something, it could have been, it could be September. September and April are here, but in reverse, with the fall upright and March upright. So I'm not sure how to take that. Those could just be significant months for your relationship also. I've seen it happen that way. So either in March next year or the fall. But yes, trust, they are coming back. Right now, it's just not the right time. Yes, yes. Yes, what you want to do, Manu? How would you like me to read for you? Do you want me to just do a general type ask? You're welcome, baby. You're welcome, Ian. Come back and let me know when they return, okay? Or come back before then. Timing is one of those things that's hard to pin down because people's free will plays a factor. So you can come back and we can look at the timing aspect again. Do you just want guidance? Okay. Let's look at how do you want to look at Manu's situation, Spirit? Manu, I want to look at, excuse me. looking for this particular deck of cards that I want to use for you. Give me just a second to find the cards. I don't see them anywhere. Where the heck are they? Alright, Spirit, I'm not seeing that deck, so what do we do instead? I don't remember putting them away. Oh, there they are. Thank you, Spirit. Alright, Shaman's Dream for Manu, Spirit. What do you want to say to Manu? What message do you have for Manu, Spirit? Otto's picking up on some energy. What's the message for Manu for the following week? For the next week? What's the message for Manu, Spirit? Perfect message for Manu. What would you like Manu to know? Spirits and angels. Spirit guides and angels. Divine Holy Spirit. There we go. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. You got number 45, number 16, and number 9. I love this look. It looks like you're about to have something change, like you're going to have something be fixed. Forgiveness, time to replenish, and balancing act. You may have started on some new medicine or started back on your medicine. Number 45, repairing the veil. Between us all is a thin veil appearing to be a space that separates us. We look through this veil and believe ourselves to be distinct from each other. We assume that our thoughts and feelings are our own. We see bodies and objects and the spaces between them, so we engage the world in relationships between a duality of us and them. This veil serves as a mysterious illusion, making it so hard to believe in our inherent connection and unity. We can't always remember that what we do to someone else, we are at the same time doing to ourselves. When we claw at the veil out of fear, anger, jealousy, or resentment, manipulate another, misuse our power, or allow someone's actions to diminish us, we create a wound felt by many, not just those of us in the smaller direct relationship. Now is the time to examine where your actions have caused difficulty or harm to someone else, and also where you have been the recipient of harm. Regardless of what side you are on, it's important to take responsibility for healing this rift by bringing love, compassion, deep listening, and presence to whatever is not in harmony. Do this for you and for your own liberty as you become an unwitting hostage once you take the role or perpetrator or victim, both positions of weakness. Let go of all your resentments, know your part in the dynamic, and make the appropriate amends with what newfound wisdom and understanding. Healing, forgiveness, and mending what is broken in your world is sweet, much needed declaration of freedom. So the way to freedom for you, if you watch the original reading, if you have chance next week sometime, or if you've already seen it, your freedom is coming through repairing the veil, mending relationships that have been broken, allowing forgiveness because it's keeping you stuck, okay? Or if they have hurt you, allowing them to be forgiven because it's keeping you stuck. And then number 16, the empty well. The empty well reveals that there is nothing there for you. The well is dry and the desert is encroaching on your once fertile garden. It's time to face this harsh reality and move on. Give gratitude and thanks for the abundance you have experienced, and let Spirit guide you to your next destination. This might mean saying goodbye to someone or something, or insisting on changing the rules of the game. Stop diminishing yourself for the sake of another. Making yourself small will not produce the results you want. There is a lack of reciprocity of give and take. The empty well tells you that it's time to reclaim what is yours and return what does not belong to you. The shadow cast in your direction are not of your making. You do not need to react or respond to them, as they are not real. Simply shine your light upon them and see how it dispels them. These shadows are projections that you are confusing for reality. You may have been offered a shovel to help you dig yourself out of an uncomfortable situation, a bucket or a drink from the well, but you cannot dig yourself out of this hole. And remember that there is no water to be found in that well. Receiving the empty well is a gift. Do not exert your energy and waste your resources by repairing the walls or mending the rope. Follow the watercourse way, the aquifers that run deep in the earth, and you will be led to a new spring oasis. You can find these underground streams, these rich natural resources, in the subterranean depths of your own heart. So you need to go within and find your way out of this place. There's nothing left there. You're grasping at straws when you're trying to repair this relationship. It's not repairable. It's not of your making. But it's time to forgive and move on is what I'm getting so far. And this will lead you to getting balance in your life again. You're going to have to dance on one foot. When dances on one foot shows up, you are called to find a new balance, just as a dancer moves gracefully into each pose, no matter how precariously balanced the step might seem. You must bring equanimity to the situation before you. No matter how thorny or difficult a relationship seems, if you are putting too much effort into managing your life, work, relationship, family, and digital media, you are missing the point. You have to be dancing while juggling your entire life, knowing that at any one point, half of it is going to be up in the air. It's not that you are doing too much and find it impossible to catch up, rather that you are confusing readiness with preparation. You will never, ever be fully prepared for all the challenges in life, but you can be ready to say yes to a new invitation the universe offers you. Live in a state of yes to spirit and no to everything not infused with life, romance, vitality, and the sacred. You will be surprised by how quickly your load lightens when you hold true to this lesson. You are challenged now to work with the resources available to you and not be seduced by the belief that if only I had more. Life has provided you with everything you need to accomplish your goals and fulfill your mission. When it feels like you are losing your balance, do not contract, holding your arms close to your chest, for you will fall. Instead, reach out and extend them fully, saying yes to Spirit's steadying hand. And I feel, Manu, that I've pulled these exact same cards for you before. This is beautiful. I think Spirit's just reaffirming what we said, I think maybe last time or sometime recently. I see your life is improving for sure. And it looks like you just have to let go and move on. And Spirit will help you to find those answers within of how to move on. And you're going to be able to balance your life. You're going to be able to juggle it all. You're going to be able to do life successfully. And I think that's so beautiful. What spiritual gifts are operating in Manu's life right now, Spirit? Infinity. Infinity. And I remember last time you were given Dragon's Hoard, where you were told you were going to be given access to our children's inheritance. And numbers. You're gifted somehow with numbers. Okay, you got it, baby. You got it. Let's get you some angel guidance. Let's see how the angels are working in your life. Let's look at this deck of angel cards. Guidance from Manu's angel spirit. What would they say for Manu? Manu, balance. Again, balance. You're being given balance in your life in every way. And also, you're using your imagination to create. Past issues. You're dealing with your past issues, Manu. This is huge. You're dealing with those things that have been holding you back, baby. I'm so proud of you. One more time, they said. They're going to help you make decisions, Manu. They're going to help you make a lot of decisions. And they're going to help you with your belief. Maybe you've been struggling with belief a little bit. Let's see. What else can we help Manu with? How else can we help Manu here, Spirit? Give me a second. How can he not F himself over the next week? May we see, please. Reading came out. I don't think I'm going to read reversals. Exercise came out, Manu. And be careful of being obsessed, getting an obsession with something. Some people get obsessed with exercise or with reading. There's nothing wrong with doing any of those things. You just have to be careful that you don't focus too much on one situation. You need to take a step back from a situation in your life. It could be the soulmate. I don't know. Anything else? You need to do a 30-day challenge. Force yourself to do something new for 30 days to form a new habit. That could be like, I'm going to leave the house. I'm going to get up, get dressed, and leave the house and go somewhere every day for 30 days. I don't know if what you're doing, if you're looking for a job, if you're looking for whatever. And escape materialism. Don't let the things of this world hold you back. And we saw that in your reading. So somehow reading came out, but in reverse. You need to exercise. Don't be obsessed with anything. And do a 30-day challenge. Whatever you need to challenge yourself to do, challenge yourself to 30 days. And it'll make this a new habit for you. And escape materialism. Like for me, I've been challenging myself not to buy on Amazon Prime. And I've literally cut back $170 in 1 week. Because sometimes we don't realize we're doing it. We are human beings. Alright, let's see. Can we get some guidance here? This is very practical guidance. I love these cards. Guidance from Manu. May I have some guidance from Manu? Angels, spirit guides, and the divine. May I have some guidance? I like how practical this guidance is. Ask yourself, what passion am I ready to pursue? Your passion will continually lead you to your purpose. What passions have you put on the back burner, given up on, or buried? What passion is ready to come alive in you? Write a list of the passions to which you want to give life right now. Then journal how you can incorporate more of what you are passionate about into your daily life. Trust your soul's whispering and let passion draw you towards your dream job. Why did I say job? I meant dream life. What else could this mean? There are always multiple ways at looking at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. Look at a situation today by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? Today's soul action. Is there something your soul is calling you to learn in this moment? Or is there a pattern that is ready to be broken? Walk in the other person's shoes and see it from their perspective. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? And am I communicating my needs? Your needs matter. What you are needing right now, what are you needing right now that you haven't communicated? What are you afraid of? Is it possible that what you are fearing is not true? Today's soul action. Journal these answers. What are my needs? Am I saying no or yes enough based on my desires? Am I telling my full truth? Do I believe that my needs matter, and do I share them with others? Do I ask for what I need? When communicating my needs, what am I resisting and with whom? And what do I need in order to feel safe enough to express my needs? So you might not feel safe in expressing. And then on the bottom of the deck is, when was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? Go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed your pants, or did. Feel the laughter growing in your body, your cheeks hurting and your eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find the joy in the littlest things. Note to self, laugh more often. Today's soul action. Make somebody laugh today. So maybe you're funny. Maybe you're that friend. I know I can be funny, and there's been times probably on the channel when I've made people laugh so hard they snorted. We had a video Friday night that got kind of wild. You know how that goes. And we had one of those wild nights. Somebody wasn't able to keep their job because they got caught self-pleasing. Anyhow, I hope that was helpful. Oh, you need some help, Manu. Have you reached out and communicated your needs? Yeah. It sounds like to me that you very much need mental health, maybe, services. And there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of us need therapy, or sometimes we might need someone to come to us because we have things like agoraphobia on, or we're afraid to leave the house. So sometimes it's good to have somebody who can come to you and check on you a couple times a week. Yeah. I feel that you do have some depression or bipolar disorder or something like that going on. And it's important that you are able to communicate that to the people that can do something about it. So I'm not sure what, yeah, depression and stress, probably anxiety. Is there, in your country where you live, do they have mental health services? Anyway, you don't have to talk about it. Oh, wow. So in India, they don't prioritize your mental health at all. Bless your heart. No wonder you struggle so much. Do they give you medicine if you go to the doctor? Ian, calm down. I see your question. Calm down and let me talk to Manu for a minute. Okay. Make sure you're communicating with your doctor what's going on with you and get the medicine that you need, okay? And if it's not working, you need to let them know it's not working. Because it sounds like to me that you have a tendency to have what they call cyclical depression, where you have periods, long periods of depression, and then you might even follow that up by periods of mania, manic, like you might have periods where you get those obsessions and you can't control yourself when it comes to certain things. So it's what they call bipolar disorder, and it can be extremely hard to find the right medicine, and a lot of people don't like the side effects of the medicine. But it's very, very important that you have someone that you can talk to when you're struggling. So make sure you have someone you can talk to. And if I can't be your therapist because I'm not in your country, but if you ever need someone to talk to, you can always reach out to me, and I'll be happy to listen if you're struggling. Okay? Yep. And you can, I'll have to put in the description box a link to my WhatsApp so you can find me on WhatsApp, because I think for India it's either WhatsApp or LinkedIn are the only two, and email. My email address is in the description box, but I don't check it all that often because not very many people email me. So I'll see if I can get the link to my WhatsApp and put it in there, and that way you can reach out to me if you need to. You're welcome, Manu. You're welcome. Okay, now let me go back to Ian. Ian's very excited about Omar. Let's see, because Omar is coming back. Does Omar love Ian's spirit? Compromise came out in reverse, and no. Okay, so let's see how he feels. Show me how Omar feels about Ian. May I see, please? How does Omar feel? Oh, Omar feels like you're a past life love. They're lusting. There's a lot of chemistry. And they wish they had not been abandoned or abandoned you. They're not clinging, though. They don't want clinging. What would they like to see in the future with this relationship? They feel like somebody's shallow, secretive, conflicted. They got hurt by a third party. And divine masculine is here. What might be the outcome, though? They're going to be at a distance and see through their clouded judgment. So they have clouded judgment. But right now, they're not really clinging to this. It's not the right time, and their feelings might change, you know, tomorrow. But let's just look. Where is this divine masculine spirit? Something's going to happen in the fall. Divine masculine is going to have something happen in the fall, okay? All right, where is the feminine? They did not get an offer. They're contemplating not getting an offer. What's connecting these two? Release. Clarify release. It's your free will to not have a union, but something is going to happen in the fall. Can you clarify in the fall? They've been settling, and there's been some deception, and now they feel like a victim. This relationship is not in a place of health right now. It needs healing, and we've been talking about that. Show me what's going on in this relationship between Ian and, what is it, Omar? Show me what's going on. Somebody is thinking, isolating. They're in hermit mode. What are they thinking? They're also dreaming and getting messages in their dreams. What are they dreaming and thinking? That they need to stop deceiving and manipulating. That there's chemistry here. And what might be the outcome in the next month? There's going to be toxicity, and somebody's higher self has not been activated to help them make decisions. So right now this is toxic. And you're open to receive something toxic. You can't be open to receive something toxic. The universe is not going to bring that to you. So there needs to be healing here. What's the healing that needs to happen here? Somebody is silenced. They're just not talking, and they need to open up. They're also quite pitiful. Anything else? Somebody's fixated. There was lust, and this caused this to be misguided and faithless. Somebody lost faith in this because somebody was fixated and lustful. And there's a warning. What's the warning? Somebody is a coward and they're not going to take action. And also jealous. I think I just did this reading. It's twin flame though, so it doesn't surprise me. Alright, this person is right now, they're not going to compromise. The answer is no. But it can change. It did say they were coming back, and it was like something significant is going to happen in the fall. Okay? Or they may have had a fall, like from grace. Okay. Anybody else watching would like me to answer a question for you? Anybody else out there watching want to answer a question before I close the reading? You're welcome, sweetheart. Come back anytime and we'll read about it again. Make sure you're doing your healing. Do your journaling. Listen to music. Get your healing on, okay? You're welcome, baby. Okay. All right. Well, if there's no more questions, I am going to take a break and get some rest. I will be back on Wednesday, and I'm going to be here at about maybe 7:30 Eastern Standard Time to do a full moon reading because we're having a full moon in the sign of Sagittarius. Okay. Alright, so if you can't join me, make sure you check me out on the replay, okay? And if you're watching on the replay, you can always comment outside of the live, and I'll answer you back when I see it. Okie dokie. Alright, I love you guys, and I hope you have a fantastic week ahead. Be safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one. You want to know about your love life, Anna? Let's see what Spirit has to say. Let's see what your angels have to say. When it comes to Anna's love life, Spirit, is there anyone looking at a relationship with Anna in the next week? Don't let go. It's up to you. So maybe you have your eye on somebody else. Alright. Show me how this person might feel. Their heart is open and they're clinging. Alright. I don't know if that's you or them. Show me how this person feels about Anna, Spirit. May I see, please? Right now, their heart is foggy and it's not open. So, somebody that you're holding on to, show me what's going on in Anna's love life. Does anybody have good feelings towards her? Open heart and possibilities. Show me how the person that Anna has on her mind right now. How do they feel about her? May I see, please? This is your twin flame, Anna. First card out. So you're not letting go because this is your twin flame. And they want a second chance. Do you want to give this person a second chance? It looks like you've met your twin flame and they want a second chance, or maybe you want a second chance. Where is this person at in this journey, this twin flame journey? It looks like you have someone that you mirror, you share feelings, and you reflect. They're watching you. Somebody's secretly observing and not a victim. Show me where Anna is on this journey, Spirit. Where's Anna on the journey? Awakening, and I'm not a victim. So you're realizing you're not a victim. That's good. Show me where Anna is on this journey, Spirit. Anna, you're facing your fear. Or you may be afraid. What is Anna afraid of? You might be embodying divine masculine energy. You're afraid of returning. You're afraid that the person is going to say no to returning. Or you're afraid that there's not going to be returning. Yeah, that's why it's so strong. Well, show me how the other person is feeling about returning. They're purging something. They're crying and wanting a fresh start. So they do want to have a new start with you. They were the ones I was picking up that wants a second chance. Okay, so what's connecting these two? Oh, you guys have regret. What are you going to do about it? Oh, you're seeing signs that someone has a soulmate. So somebody regrets that they have a soulmate, and you can see signs of this. Outcome of the soulmate. That this is causing a barrier. So they have someone else, but they're purging because they want a fresh start. Outcome of their purging and fresh start. They're not going to be stuck anymore. It looks like they're going to get out of this relationship. Oh, this is so sad. I feel you, though. I do. Show me how this twin flame feels about Anna, Spirit. Distracted. They're distracting themselves with this relationship, but they do want to be with you one day, someday, another time. How else do they feel? They want that second chance. I can't make it up. Anything else? One more time. They're not going to chase. They're distracted. They need a second chance. They're not going to chase. And they're realizing this. Maybe you're not going to chase. Outcome of this relationship in the next week. Somebody's going to have intimacy and no boundaries. So they'll stop longing. Let's see. This is a hard situation right here. This is where the masculine and feminine are right now in this journey. It's like it's a global thing. It's not just it crosses all barriers. When might this relationship come back together, Spirit? On a cloudy day in the fall, in the autumn. It looks like a lot of these relationships are coming back together in the fall. And it's summer now, so the next season is the fall. Looks like yours is coming back together in the fall, okay? There you have it. Now you know. Keep coming back. Keep checking in. I mean, the twin flame card was the first card out for you. There's no doubt you have a twin flame. And right now it looks like they're stuck with a soulmate. But it does look like something's going to happen. You're afraid they're not going to return, but they want to return, but right now they can't because they're stuck with this other person. The original reading that I did will probably resonate with you very strongly. If you haven't watched it, when I post this video, go back and watch it, okay? You'll find some very good information in there as well, and get some guidance for the next week, okay? And I hope you're subscribed. I think I've seen you before. Yeah, you've been here before. Thank you for coming back and letting me read for you again. I appreciate you so much, okay? All right, you guys have a great night. Enjoy your rest of your night. Have a great evening, day, whatever you're doing next. And I hope your week will be blessed and prosperous. And I hope to see you Wednesday, or at least watch me on the replay, and make sure you like the video to let me know that you were there. And I love you all, and namaste. Bye-bye. Okay, sweetheart, I hear you.